Hello! Somebody asked for a little lesson for the song Genethlia, so here it is. I play the song in the original key, which is D minor, Re minore. So let's take a look at the intro. I play D minor, G minor, B flat, C, G minor, C, D minor. I use the following accompaniment pattern. And later, when there are more chord changes, I play a little different. And then it goes like this. As you can see, I play only the root of the chord and the note that is an octave higher. Now let's play the intro very slow. Now this is how I play the intro, but of course you don't have to play exactly what I play. And also the end of the intro, maybe you noticed that with my accompaniment pattern, I don't end with the octave note, but I go again back to the root. So let me show that. But of course you can also play the last 3 counts of the Zeibekiko like you're used to play it, so like this. Or you can use the 5th, so then you can play this. It's all good. For the verse you can use the normal Zeibekiko accompaniment pattern, what you probably have seen me playing many times. So let me show you that. Sta monopatia tu kai musti e firatus tenahmu mekani manamu. So without singing. In my videos I talk very often about chords, but what if you are used to read sheet music and you don't really know chords? I will leave a link in the description and then you can go to my Transpose site, because below you can find an area where you can type the chord name and then you can see on a little keyboard which notes that are in that chord, and you can see also different inversions, and you can type the most complex chords. It can almost understand everything. So, and if you see that it doesn't recognize a chord, just send me an email and I will try to program it also in there. But there are other ways. What if you have no computer and no phone where you can check? I will show you now how you can very easily figure out the notes that are in a chord. Now in the beginning it is only important to learn the major and the minor chords. Even if you see in the music, for example, a 7th chord, you can just play a major chord instead. Of course it sounds a little different, but it's not wrong at all and it sounds still good. So and then later you can learn more types, but yeah, in the beginning it's good enough to learn first the 12 major chords and the 12 minor chords. Now let's see how we can figure out the notes that are in a normal major chords. There are 3 notes and we can start with the root note, and this is very easy because that is just the same note as the name of the chord. So if we have the C chord, then the first note is the C, like this. Now for the second note in the chord, you can just count 4 steps higher, and every step is a key. So also, of course, the black keys. So if we go from C to C sharp, then it is 1 step. If we go from C to D, then it is 2 steps, 1, 2. So now we have C and we want to go 4 steps higher. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is the E. Then for the 3rd note of the chords, you go 7 steps higher than the root. So you have the C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's the G. So this is the C chord. Of course, when you are counting and figuring out the chord, at the moment that you are at 4, so you are here, 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, remember, okay, we are here, so this is 1 note of the chord, then we continue, 5, 6, 7, so this is the chord. And you can do that for every major chord like this. So let's see now what the notes are in a D chord. So then of course we start again with the root, which is the D. Then we go 4 steps higher, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, so this one, and then 5, 6, 7, and that's the A. So this is the D chord. Now let's take more difficult, let's say, okay, not really difficult, but often people feel that the black notes, let's say, or the flats or sharp, that they are a little more difficult. So let's start with a chord like that, so the F sharp. So then the F sharp, we start again with the root. So here, 4 higher, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, this one, 5, 6, 7, this one. So this is the F sharp chord. So now you can figure out all the major chords by yourself. You only have to remember 4 and 7. And for minor chords, it's almost the same. Only it's not 4 and 7, but it is 3 and 7. So if you just know the major chord, you can just lower the second note 1 step and then you have a minor chord. So if we have the C chord like this, then if we make the middle note 1 step lower, we have the C minor. the D that we had before, it was like this. And if we go one step lower, we have the D minor. And then the F sharp that we did, like this, the middle note one step lower, and we have the minor. Of course you can also count it if you like, then it goes like this. So let's say we want the C minor, you start from the C, 1, 2, 3, so this note, 4, 5, 6, 7, this note, so C minor. That's all for now what you have to know to figure out chords by yourself. When you play the verse with the knowledge that I have just told you, then you get this. Sta monopatia tukai musti efiratus tenahmu mekani manamu. Miaftino porini vradiazu itin kriasu kardia idantamatyaamu. Now, this sounded maybe a little strange because we were playing the chords all in the root position. And this way you can make sometimes very big jumps, because I was here with my B flat and then suddenly I had to go back to the C, and then you go to the G minor, which is here, then again to the C. So you make very big steps, and normally it sounds better when the notes are a little closer to each other. So let's take a look at that. You can play every chord in different positions, and what I have learned you before is the root position. So then you start with the root note. So if we have the C, we start with the C, and we have it like this. Now, if you want to go to the first inversion, how they call that, you just pick up your lowest note and you play it one octave higher. So we have here, let's say, the C, but now we don't play it here. This one we don't play, no, we play this one. So now I have to figure out, okay, so I don't play this one, I play this, this and this. So then I go like this. And this is then my first inversion. And then I can go to the second inversion and we do exactly the same. We have here, now the E is my lowest note. I can play it one octave higher, which is here. So then I shift everything. And this is my second inversion. And now if I do that same thing again, we have the G, we make it one octave higher, so it comes here. Then we are again back in the root position. And this you can do also this trick with every chord, and like this you can play the chords that they are really closer to each other. For example, if we have the verse and we have here D minor and we want to go to the G minor, then if I play it like this, all the notes are still very close to each other. And the D is even completely at the same position. Then when I want to go to the B flat, I do like this. I move only one finger, I go from the G minor to the B flat. Only this middle note in here I change, I go from the G to the F. And yeah, like this everything sounds much better. So you get Στα μονοπάτια του καημού, στη γέφυρα του στεναχμού, με κάνει η μάνα μου. But of course, it is nice for songs not always to use the same accompaniment pattern. For this song I made a total different accompaniment pattern, but inspired by what I was hearing in the original song. So, and it goes like this. Στα μονοπάτια του καημού, στη γέφυρα του στεναχμού, με κάνει η μάνα μου. Μια φθινοπόρινη βραδιά, ζωή την κρύα σου καρδιά, είδαν τα μάτια μου. Now with my left hand I play the root, the fifth, and a note that is an octave higher than the root. So the D, the A, and the D, octave higher. And then with the right hand I play the chord in the same position as I have shown before. But first we play the root, and then we play the rest of the chord, like this. And once I play a note, I leave it down to make it sound fuller. So we get this. Now this little part has a duration of 2 counts. The Zeibekiko has 9 counts, so we play this part 4 times, and then we have 8 counts. So we need an extra count after the 4th time that we play it, and then we just play this. Again, this broken chord. So then we get this. For a complete Zeibekiko pattern, so if I sing along. Στα μονοπάτια του καημού, στη γέφυρα του στεναχμού, με κάνει η μάνα μου. So this was the count 9, of course. The next part is a little different because of the chord change, so like this. Μια φθινοπόρινη βραδιά, ζωή την κρύα σου καρδιά, είδαν τα μάτια μου. And with these 2 parts, you can play all the rest of the verse. And then the chorus you can use just the normal Zeibekiko accompaniment pattern, and also for the verse that comes after that. To go to the chorus you can just play a normal fill like this. Που μου χρεώσανε, έτσι ξεκίνησα λοιπόν, έτσι ξεκίνησα. Δε με ρωτήσανε ζωή, μα σε συνήθισα. Σαν πληγωμένο αετόπουλο στο χώμα, ψάχνω τη δύναμη να κρατηθώ ακόμα. Σαν πληγωμένο αετόπουλο στο χώμα, ψάχνω τη δύναμη να κρατηθώ ακόμα. So, I hope that this video was useful. Thank you for watching. Ευχαριστώ.